Amir Aliakbari takes on Kang in the One Championship main event March 5th. Should be an interesting matchup because the experience difference here is somewhat substantial. I mean, more than double the fights for Amir Aliakbari over Kang. Kang is a very scrappy fighter. He's not the biggest guy at heavyweight. He's only 6 feet tall. He carries a bit of excess fat on him. Amir Aliakbari, gold medalist, wrestler, extremely good in the clinch. His takedowns are excellent. He has a serious advantage here, and that one defeat as a professional is to Mirko Cro Cop. Definitely a forgivable loss. He's on a win streak now. Let's quickly pull up both their records. First, we'll start with Amir Aliakbari, who I think is the strong favorite coming in here. You can see he has another fight booked for next month against the 8-0 Anatoly Malakin. And if you also look for his opponent, a fight booked for next month against Buchetta, very high-level grappler. Now, Shelton Graves was his last fight. He won that fight by stoppage. On a 5-fight win streak now, has a win over Daniel Emilchuk. He's a decent fighter. He was in the UFC for a fairly long time. Germano Dos Santos was a guy who was supposed to make it, never came to the UFC. Dennis Smolderon is a good fighter. And Tyler King, not the most high-level guy. He was knocked out trying out for the Ultimate Fighter, but still has fought good competition through his career. And then you see that loss to Cro Cop when it was his 5th pro fight. He was 4-0 at the time. Very forgivable. Let's click on his opponent real quick. Kang, as I said, he's a brawler. He's aggressive. He's lacking that high-level experience. Definitely, he's only 25 years of age, coming off a win over Mehdi Begari, who was 4-2. You look at his other opponents, not the most high-level, but you see that. He's fighting Buchecha next month, a very elite-level jiu-jitsu practitioner who makes his debut. I don't think he's supposed to win this matchup. Both of them have fights booked a month out from now. So I guess they're assuming no damage will be taken for either. Maybe they're thinking Aliakbari will submit him. I quickly will show you a bit of footage for Kang, just so you get an idea of how he looks and who he is. Here he is getting taken down in his last fight. He was actually dominated on the ground a bit here. Let me quickly get this to load up. All right. He was dominated on the ground in his last fight. If you look, he was able to get back up to his feet, but there was a ton of control by his opponent, and Amir Aliakbari is a much higher level grappler than Mehdi Begari. You can see him getting back up to his feet because he does win this fight. He rolls, he gets back up to his feet. It's a little laggy, but you kind of get the general idea. He's a gritty guy, he's tough, and he won this fight. He stopped his opponent. But the level difference is so serious here, and now to be jumping and fighting Aliakbari, you could even see with his stand-up, is square at times, leaves himself open for shots. He's getting taken down here by a much lesser grappler than his opponent now. See if I can quickly find the end of the fight. He gets on top, he does some damage. There's a serious level difference. Now, Kang is a tough guy. He comes to fight. He's entertaining. He's definitely going to be a guy that they keep around and has fun fights. I don't think he beats Aliakbari. I don't even think he beats Buchecha next month. You look at Aliakbari's last fight. He fought Shelton Graves, who's a decent fighter. Graves was kind of just moving back most of the fight. Couldn't deal with the pressure. Aliakbari comes in. He clinches up and he gets you down. He's going to do this all night. To Kang. It's just a serious level difference between the two. Let's just X these videos out before we lag this thing. I think Amir Aliakbari, destruction here. 1 round, I think he TKOs Kang. I don't think it's a competitive fight. I think it's kind of a give-me fight. It gets Aliakbari, another big win. For Kang, it's going to be a tough loss. He fights Buchecha, as I said, next month. I don't think he wins that match. I think he might get submitted there. But he might maybe he proves us all wrong. He knocks out Aliakbari, and then he beats Buchecha. But I don't know about that. I'm just curious if both of them will be able to fight next month. I'd assume they will. I mean, it's the fight on TNT because One Championship is coming to American television. Make sure you guys stay tuned for that. I'll be covering all the events in April, the One on TNT series. Some epic matchups. Mighty Mouse comes back. Eddie Alvarez is fighting. Aliakbari is fighting as well. He's definitely one of their hot prospect heavyweights. Definitely could be a champion there potentially. If he wins here, Brandon Vera right now still holding the belt. I guess we'll find out what happens with him. But that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this One Championship Aliakbari versus Kang prediction breakdown and a preview of what is coming next for the One Championship. Thank you all so much for watching. Smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Also, guys, follow my social media, Instagram, Twitter, and I'll see you all in the next video.